build section. I send you the new way. We're going to make changes in here. So you're going to have that search bar wider. These gonna be tabs going to the top. And in the search bar extension, you're adding kilometers. So instead of showing the kilometers like this, you're gonna show it inside of the drop down. So it goes to similar kilometer vehicles, especially for used. They use that. And in regards to the fields, I didn't add anything, just adjustment here, highlighted around, and adding these coming to the bottom. Now what we need to show as the main difference here, in that top, when you're doing the search, it's going to show the results of that particular vehicle options at the bottom. So if there are, let's say, 20 vehicles that he just searched from, this top section going to have that reading uh, from your fetch and showing in display. Now when you're showing in display, if there is one in here, option to maneuver for more in regards to the results, you can show the counter, for example, 30 uh, 30 vehicles shown, a scroll, and then in here you can click on the slider thumbnail and just continuously they can see the results of those vehicles. Top section, you can put the first, for example, option vehicle selected from the results, or we can turn the results to the right hand section, whichever in this area it's easier for you to set. You can use that. Option here needs to show results. I put 1 with counter, and so you can scroll it left, right, and show more vehicles of that selection, the same selection you're doing here, and then here the similar vehicles to it. So if they pick, for example, a particular trim, color, and etc., you can show similarity in the full search. Default, whatever vehicle that they select from those, it will show here. Then your number of VIN and kilometers in here also need to be in relation with this. So you can make this as your mother, these ones as parent, these ones as child. And you can set it off with those parameters on the calculator, bringing it down here, highlight around, similar like that, highlight around the lease from to, because they always miss this and never see it. So setup, I did it like that for you, so for design prospect better. Here they can select that particular. If they select on it, then in here will show the information, for example, of that similar vehicle. So if they're in used, you're going to go with similar, starting from the model, then you're going to the year, model, trim. You're going to put similarity as those particular vehicles. So here we need room to show results and to show similar in this section. And you're going to have a nice search bar where it's going to actually fetch a lot more from the inventory. And this is how we're going to set up. Now for the new build of the Toyota Build and Price, the same way you're doing the images for particular selection, here we can, if they select a particular engine, gas, whichever they're selecting, you can imagery a small thumbnail for that particular as well. I'm going to show you just an example. If you're going to the same as our own build page, if you're going to the existing build, for example, and we select the car, you have the thumbnail in here, and then we go to the, for example, colors. You're going to show this in the accessories, the one that is selected, small thumbnail of this, protection, small thumbnails of whichever that you have here as for example, interior type, exterior type, those items slowly you can show with the build, and then with the build, and then you can put the what he's asking for is the similar of the Pickering Toyota inventory. So if you're picking out RAV4 lease, for example, at this price, if we find the lease Toyota RAV4 and similar price, for example, to that, you're going to select these from Pickering Toyota inventory, the similar ones, and show. So he sees more option from our own inventory. The objective is when he's creating a build, we show the similar vehicles that we have on our inventory that match this. So you show similars. Then he can select from that. Your tab will move to this, will hover to the right. Those are inside function processes where you just can select, and then the information will show in full. I fully mapped it for you. I opened space for you in regards to the top tabs. I put full search bar for you, so entries in here have more options. Here you can have a space now, a small thumbnail showing that particular vehicle. Then they select the calculator for it. So we're improving the build like this for him. That's the main feature function that he needs for it, and you're also putting the print option after it's being built on this section for them to take in full. So this is the full flow of the build, and hopefully you can set a nice setting and flow. You have all the variants. You just need to optimize in this section few areas and add your image and thumbnails and make it into a mini better build section for them to use. Thank you.